Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having an excellent day wherever you're watching this from. I'm your success coach, Anthony Randolph. Excited to talk with you today. Woo, we got a good one, as we always do. Today, I'm really excited about telling you this story. I'm a storyteller at heart, so I love telling a good story. I think it's going to really encourage you and help you find perspective on where you are currently in your life. I feel like this is a great opportunity for you to hear it. And before we go ahead and get into that, wanted to tell you about our book called Successful. You can find it on Amazon. Find it on Amazon. You can go to Amazon and type in Anthony Randolph, Randolph, Successful. And you will find it right there. I believe it will bless your life. It will help you ask the right questions to find your purpose, to find that thing that keeps waking you up at night and saying, there's got to be more than this. I believe that book will bless your life and it will change those that you share it with. All right, all right, all right, all right. So, one thing I want to ask you to do, would you be opposed to commenting down below your questions? Shout out to Darlene, who commented in our last podcast, in our last live stream. Thank you, Darlene. We appreciate you. You're a real one. Yeah. And so, if it is your first time here, or your thousandth, your millionth time, whatever time it is, welcome to the community. You are a pursuer, a person who is pursuing their purpose and finding success in it. Thank you for being a part. We appreciate you. And we always want to celebrate you. So we're clapping for everybody today. Shout out to everybody that's taking the time to watch this. I believe that this story changed my life. I believe it will change yours as you get to hear it today. And I'm going to be able to tell you that from a perspective that is really going to help you focus on where you are right now and then understand where you are going. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's talk about it. The Chinese bamboo tree. Chinese bamboo tree. Okay, what's special about this Chinese bamboo tree? I'm going to give you a little highlight, then we'll go into the story of it, okay? So basically, the Chinese bamboo tree, in the first 4 years, it doesn't grow, doesn't crack the surface. So you take the seed, you plant the seed, you cover it with dirt, you water and fertilize it every day, and you see no growth. It doesn't crack the ground, doesn't break the ground at all for the first 4 years. But you have to water it and fertilize it every day. Can you imagine that? Water, fertilize every day, and you see no growth from the ground. Water and fertilize it every day, and you see no growth from the ground. Can you imagine the people that walk by and see you out every day watering something, even in the middle of the summertime? And they're like, hey, I've been out here walking my dog Scruffy for at least like 6 months now. I'm moving to the neighborhood. I see you've been watering. What are you watering? Oh, it's a Chinese bamboo tree. Where is it? It's right here. It's right here on the ground. You see where I dug up the dirt. Oh, okay. So then they come by in the next 2 months. Hey, I thought you told me you were watering that bamboo tree. It's I don't see anything yet. Yeah. It's right here. It takes a little bit of time to grow. Let's say they come back in a year and a half. It's a brand new year. Boom, blah, blah. Another person walks by. Let's say it's a Cheryl. Cheryl walks by and goes, hey, what you watering? Oh, my Chinese bamboo tree. Yeah, Phil, my husband said you've been watering that piece of ground for a while. Well, I don't see anything. Anything happening? Oh, yeah, it's growing. Where is it growing? Where's this Chinese bamboo tree you said? Where is it growing? I'm just preparing it for growth. You have to water it for a while and take care of it, and it'll grow. So you mean to tell me you're gonna have to water that and you haven't seen any growth? And I've been watching you water that for 2 years now. Yeah, that's what it said to do. Just keep watering it, keep fertilizing it, keep making sure it gets the sunlight it needs, and just be consistent with it. Okay. So now the people in your neighborhood are thinking you're crazy. Now the people in your office think you're crazy. Now the people, your family thinks you're crazy. They come over for the third year. They come over for Thanksgiving, and they see you watering the Chinese bamboo tree. Your uncle walks out. Hey boy, what you out here doing? Watering the bamboo tree. Hey, I don't see no bamboo tree. It's here. Trust me. It's just underground right now. So the tree is going downward. Is it going upward or downward? Where is it supposed to grow? It's gonna grow up. It just takes a little bit of time. You gotta water it for a while. I bought it from the specialist, so they know how to grow this stuff, and they told me it's gonna take a little bit of time for it to grow. You gotta keep doing this every day. How long you been doing this, boy? Well, I've been doing it for 3 years right now. Oh, 3 years. So you've been doing this for 3 years and you haven't seen any growth. I know it's growing. How do you know it's growing? Because they told me it was going to grow and I believe in what I'm doing. Well, how can you prove that it's growing? I just know it is. All right. Then they go inside and talk about you at your own house. Welcome to family. Thanksgiving. Year 4. Now everybody in the neighborhood knows you as a Chinese bamboo guy. They walk by, they look at you watering here. How's the bamboo tree not growing? Hey Robert, hope you're having a great day, man. I'll see you soon. We just wanted to know when it was actually gonna grow, Anthony. It's growing, trust me. You go to the community cookout. The bamboo guy here. I think he brought something, or maybe it's still growing, or maybe it's still cooking. He likes to say stuff is happening without it happening. Everybody laughs at you. Then year 5 comes around. Year 5. Let's use another name. Josephine walks by. I thought you said it was gonna be growing in year 5. It will. It's year 5. I've moved in here 5 years ago, and why hasn't anything happened? And if you're not careful, you can let people's opinion when you're growing change your belief. Like, yeah, man. In your mind, you can go, dang, yeah, this year 5. I wonder when it's gonna grow. What if I got an effective plant? What if this business idea is not as good as I thought it was? What if this marriage isn't worth saving? Ooh, I'm talking to somebody. What if, the what ifs that come, they're kind of like a virus. If you let them in and you don't get antibiotics, they'll be all in your system until you get antibiotics to kill them. Ooh, amen. So, year 5, January, nothing still. February, March, April, May, June. And you're like, man, I wonder if I got the wrong seed. Did I get an effective one? And you take your shovel out of the garage and you're walking towards where you have it planted. And you take the shovel and you're about to hit the ground with it. And you're like, nah. I've waited this long. I might as well just keep going. You go inside, you slam your door, you're pissed off. You go to sleep. You wake up the next morning. You look out your window at the spot that has the bamboo and you're like, Today is the day I'm digging that thing up. You open your window, you look out your window, you see, oh my! And before your very eyes, the plant has grown 4 feet out of the ground. 4 feet overnight. See, what you don't know is that the Chinese bamboo tree is known for its drastic growth. It can literally go from no growth above ground to 4 feet, and I believe it was 24 to 48 hours. You literally get to watch it grow. So Cheryl walks by again. She sees now that the bamboo is 4 feet tall. Oh my gosh! I didn't know that was actually real. I thought you were just watering the ground. Yeah, well, Cheryl, I told you it was going to happen. I can't believe it. I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't think it would take as long as you thought it. I just didn't know. Well, I told you, Cheryl. Hope you have a great day. See ya. Bye, Scruffy. And they walk off. You go to sleep. You wake back up. Now it is 8 feet. Because this plant can grow literal in a 48-hour period. It can grow just keep growing a foot, a foot, a foot, a foot. You wake up. Now it's taller than your house. You're like, oh my gosh. How is this possible? The neighbors walk by. Whoa! And what was unseen has now become seen. And all the work you put in now feels worth it. Now you have an understanding and a belief okay, this was worth it. And now people want to stop by. They're knocking on your door. Hey, I brought my son by. He wanted to see the tree. Can he come by and see the tree? Can he come by and look? Can we come and look? Now the newspaper wants to stop by. Can we come and see the bamboo? We've been hearing about it. We wanted to take a picture. We saw that it was taller than a house. We wanted to come see it. We wanted to interview you on it. And now your story is spreading across the town. People are driving by. People are seeing this and they're amazed by this. And what they weren't amazed by at one season, now they're amazed by in another. Come on, can't you relate that to your life right now? The hard work you're putting in your marriage, the hard work you're putting in to get that degree, the hard work you're putting in to manage that business, the hard work that you're putting into to see that child grow up, the hard work you're putting in to accomplish what you feel like God is putting you to do, the hard work you're putting into to build that organization, the volunteering hours that you put in that nobody sees, the cooking, the practice, the prep, the training that you're putting in, all these things, the hours of singing lessons, all these hours that you're putting in, and no one seems to come by when that's happening. But when you have a supernatural breakthrough that no one can explain and no one expected but you, now people want to ask how it happened, or can you tell me, can I come look at it? Can I come be a part of this? Can I come join it? Can I come grow with you? Can I come do this? And let me tell you, when you are growing really fast, people will love to join. People will love to join something they didn't have to work hard or water. Just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So let's talk about how this applies to your current life, your current situation. The thing is, you will have to water and fertilize every day. I don't care if it's 5 minutes of vocal lessons. I don't care if you're trying to learn another language. I don't care if it's 10 minutes of listening to another language in your ear until you can just kind of pick it up out of a multitude of different other languages. I don't care if it's you say you want to be a race car driver and it's 5 minutes of practice every day, just consistent. See, these are the things that are helping develop you and they're fertilizing what's in the ground. You've already planted the seed, you believed. Your water is your everyday sweat equity. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep doing these lives and podcasts because I'm watering something. Ooh, clap for that. I'm watering something because I know I have something in the ground. You see, people that don't have anything in the ground can't understand why you're not can't understand why you're watering because they have nothing in the ground. Come on now. Spitting bars right now. So you have to water and fertilize every day. And you have to be okay with knowing that the root system is growing deeper and it's unseen. Come on, you're at that business learning underneath that CEO who doesn't treat you as an equal. Come on, you're at that business and you're doing your best and no one's noticing. Come on, you create that product and someone else takes the glory for it. Staying consistent. You want to go somewhere else and do something else, but something inside of you is like, no, or that no other doors will open. Stay consistent. You water, you're fertilizing, you're staying consistent. Yep. And then year after year, keep watering and fertilizing. It's easy to do it for 1 year. It's easy to do it for 2 years. It's easy to do it for, not easy to do it for 3. It's not easy to do it for 4. Even if you don't see growth, know that it's happening below the surface. Come on, your integrity is growing. Come on. Come on, your integrity is growing. Come on, your desire, your passion is growing. Come on, you're starting to love your wife again. You're starting to love your spouse again. Come on, you're developing all these things so that when the root system is deep enough, come on, you're building, you're storing up energy so that you can break through the surface and shoot up to the sky. And what people don't see now is they don't see the reason of why you're doing it. That's the next part. Just because people don't understand your why doesn't mean what you're doing is not valuable. Just because people don't understand your why doesn't mean that what you're doing is not valuable. You have to do it regardless. You have to show up regardless. You have to fertilize and water regardless. And lastly, you have to prevent yourself from digging it up too soon. Yep. You have to prevent yourself from digging it up too soon. Prevent yourself from digging it up too soon. Because remember at the end of the story, he almost dug it up because he felt like he couldn't see the result. Yep. Come on. Year 5, planning that business out. Still, you haven't seen a return. There's no ROI. You haven't seen a return. You've changed your environment at work. You've done everything necessary to help make this company grow, and it hasn't grown yet. You haven't got the investors. You haven't got the person that would co-sign the deal. You haven't got the person that would co-sign or share your social media posts. But yet you're not gonna dig it up too early. Do not dig it up too early. Do not dig it up too early because it's developing in you the consistency and the habits to be able to sustain the large amount of growth. Because when it breaks to the surface, you still have to water it. Yep. When it breaks to the surface, you still have to water and fertilize it. Because just because it broke through and shot up doesn't mean it's ready for you to give up and just walk away from it. You still have to do the necessary things. You still have to trust and believe that that child is going to come to Christ. You still have to believe that that person is going to have a breakthrough and they're going to get off drugs. You still have to believe that. Even if no one else sees it, you still have to show up and water. because you're watering something that even if no one else sees it, it's a habit. It's a habit for you. You just do it because you know it's what you should be doing. You practice because you know you need to practice. Yeah. Just like Steph Curry. Now he's known for the way he shoots the ball, but we didn't know is that he told his dad one day, he said, "Dad, I want to really improve my shot. What can you help me?" He said, "Yes, son, but it will take us having to break down all of your shot right now, and we'll have to start with the basics, and we'll have to redevelop your shot." He's like 13 or 14 right there at that moment, 12 or 13. And he said he was many a times where he would come in crying because his dad had really pushed him. But now he's Steph Curry. He had an explosion of growth when he got to Davidson, and before that, no one even knew who he was. Explosion of growth. But he watered it with the habits. Come on. He watered it. He watered it with the habits of showing up, the habits of doing the extra work, the habits of being consistent. The habits became a normal, where it was just, I do this even if no one says, "Hey, that's an excellent job." I do this even if no one recognizes that I'm doing excellent work. Because when it happens and when it breaks through, people will go, "That's excellent work." But you already knew it because it was excellent work before you did it, before it broke through. Because the root system had to be established. And when the root system was established, that's when the growth was able to be taking place. The 4 years were the development years. Come on, the years that you're sitting in that office chair wondering, are you ever going to get out of here? And then you come to the place where you say, regardless, I'm going to give my best, I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to make this company succeed, even if it's not mine. Your mentality changes. And when your mentality changes, you're ready. When your mentality changes, you're ready. And you don't just think this is about you. You don't just think this thing is, how can I get somewhere? You think, how can I help somebody get to where they're going? Yeah. And you're building your root system. And you're expanding your root system. And it's going deep and wide. So that when tough times come, because they will, you're able to sustain it. And if you shot through too early, let's say in year 2 or year 3, you may grow a little bit, but the sun will kill you. The sun will kill you. Because the overexposure will kill a lot of plants. And there's a lot of plants, a lot of people that have grown up so fast, so quick under the spotlight, and now we don't see them anymore because the overexposure took them out. So my question to you today, where are you right now in this process? Am I saying it's going to take 5 years? No, it may take 5 months. It may take 5 weeks. It may take 10 years. It may take 1 year. We're all on different levels of this process. And your timing may be different from my timing. But what we can come to is, this story is a great representation of what it looks like. Keep watering. Stay consistent. Don't dig up too early. And when it does break through, keep doing the same thing that got you to where you are now. Yep. This is how you know you're good at something. Yep. And this is how you know you'll be able to sustain it. Were you doing it before it happened? If you were, those habits will be instilled. Instilled habits, instilled habits are ones that are there and you do regardless if it's good or bad. If it's raining or if it's not raining, you're there. Yeah, I'm instilled, locked in, not changing, not easily moved. It's what I believe. And those are the things that will help you as you go on to your process. I'm telling you, I'm shooting these bullets. Those are the things that will help you continue to be faithful, even when you want to walk away. When you want to walk away from that marriage, you've already instilled, I will water, I will fertilize, I will get in counseling, I will continue to grow, and I'll let the Lord handle the rest. Man, I'm telling you, even if this one was just for me, I truly believe that this is a word that you need to hear to remind you that you are too close. Don't dig it up right now. Wait on it, and you're going to see something special. Wait on it. Don't dig it up too soon. Woo! This has to be one of my favorites. One of my favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have an amazing day. And I'm going to talk to you later.